The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. The girls of summer are back. Ottumwa softball is coming your way on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Ottumwa Bulldogs sports broadcasts are brought to you by these sponsors. Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, opening soon with new upgrades to make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. By Coal Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa. By the Train Depot. Good quality gourmet food selections. By Community First Credit Union, with over 16 locations to serve you. By Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors & More. Stop in today and check out the awesome showroom and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces. At Dixon's Floors & More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. By Family First Chiropractic, where their goal is to get your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for life. Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa. By Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union on the corner of Penn and Jeff in Ottumwa, where it feels like home. See them today and see how easy they make getting a loan. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thanks, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. By Ottumwa Community Schools, where they are proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Call them today for a free no-obligation appointment and get a smile that lasts a lifetime. By River Hills Community Health Center. By River Hills Community Health Center, with locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They have been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris ATVs and Rangers. Stop and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. And by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from Friendly Car Hops on North Highway 63 next to Walgreens in Ottumwa. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Softball is on the air. Good morning, everybody. From the softball diamond of Solon High School, Jason Van Arkel reporting today. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. And in what has been a wild, weird, crazy 2020 in every possible way, shape, and form, we still get to come to the Solon tournament on a Saturday in late June. That's a good sense of normalcy for everybody. This year it's only a triangular, but it is 3 very good teams. Your Ottumwa Bulldogs, ranked 10th in the state in Class 5A, will begin today by taking on Class 5A number 4 Iowa City High. And then the second game of the triangular will have Ottumwa taking on the host team, Solon, and then Solon will finish by taking on Iowa City High. Of course, we will bring you the 2 Ottumwa games here on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. And by the way, also want to welcome any fans from Iowa City High that may be watching our stream today. One of the good folks down there from City High asked for the video link, and so if you happen to be watching that, welcome. Hopefully we'll give you a good show today. Ottumwa comes in at 5-4. They got back over 500 last night by sweeping Marshalltown in a road doubleheader. Iowa City High comes in at 8-2. They had been ranked second in the state. They've dropped to fourth. Their 2 losses are to Iowa City Liberty and to Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Split a pair of doubleheaders with them. Last time out on Thursday for City High, they swept Cedar Rapids Washington 18-6 and 16-0. City High, a very powerful hitting team. And Ottumwa's Casey Nickerson will be in the circle. She will be challenged. The Bulldogs will, hope to keep City High enough in check that the Bulldog offense can produce some runs as they did in Game 2 last night when Ottumwa put 14 on the board. I don't think we'll see 14 today, although I've seen some crazy games here in Solon over the years, but we will see what happens. The coaches are exchanging lineup cards right now, so let's take a quick 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with the starting lineups. Bulldog softball on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. we make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Frimeware, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and specials at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Bulldogs, their annual trip to the Solon Tournament and taking on Iowa City High. Let's check the starting lineups for our first game of the day. First, Mandy Moore's Ottumwa Bulldogs have Casey Nickerson leading off and pitching. Kaylee Bix, the shortstop, bats second. Hannah Hazinga in center field hitting third. And Jillian Heaton, the cleanup hitter, at first base. Josie Lemons at third base will bat fifth. Zoe Jones in right field hitting sixth. Ann Guest, the left fielder, bats seventh. Amber Schatz will catch and bat eighth. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Ella Allar. As for Iowa City High, Jeff Koenig, their head coach, his lineup is as follows. Leading off and pitching, Ayanna Lindsay. Batting second, the first baseman, Ella Cook. Carrie Koenig, the catcher, will bat third. And Sydney Fellows, the left fielder, hits cleanup. Kelly Potter at second base, Potter batting fifth. Brooke Borman at shortstop, bats sixth. Michaela Ribble at third base, she hits seventh. Elise Rios, the center fielder, batting eighth. And batting ninth is the designated player, Libby France. The flex player is the right fielder, Georgia Kim. So those are the starting lineups for the number 10 Bulldogs and number 4 Little Hawks. Both teams have their sights set on Fort Dodge and the state tournament at the end of next month. It still feels like a long way to go before we get there, but we're about a month away, and this season has already reached the end of the second week. And it feels like that, feels like that we're going to go quickly. And I said that beginning of the season. This season will be over in a flash because it's been shortened thanks to the lovely COVID-19 that has swept the world. But by and large, I think through the first 2 weeks, we can say that the vast majority of baseball and softball teams in the state have done a good job of observing the CDC guidelines, social distancing, staying safe. There have been a couple of baseball programs that have had to suspend their seasons for a couple of weeks because a player or players tested positive, but those have been pretty isolated. For the most part, everybody's done a good job, and hopefully that will continue as we move into July next week and throughout the month of July, and we'll get to the end of the season, and everybody will look at the state of Iowa and say, bravo, that's how you get it done, getting the kids back on the field and doing it safely. Looks like Ottumwa is going to be our home team for this game. They don't decide that till a coin flip at the pregame meeting. Not that anybody cares, but I filled out my scorebook with Ottumwa as a visiting team because I had to guess one way or the other. I couldn't wait till now to fill it out, but that's okay. Looks like City High is going to be batting first, and that means Ottumwa will take the field, and I tell you what, Brandon and Andy, we're going to do a quick 1-minute break here. Let's do a 1-minute timeout as Ottumwa gets ready to take the field. We'll be back with the first pitch on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Good morning once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Solon. Ottumwa Softball in the Solon tournament. Number 10 Bulldogs taking on number 4 Iowa City High in the opener. And Casey Nickerson ready to go to work. The first batter she will face is her opposing pitcher, Ayanna Lindsay, a .600 hitter on the young season, 5 home runs, 15 driven in. City High, a powerful hitting offense. And here we go, first pitch. Ground ball foul, third base side, 0-1. Our first pitch at 11:01 in the morning here in Solon. We'll get you the weather conditions in a moment. 0-1 the count to the right-handed batting, Ayanna Lindsay. Nickerson's pitch. Down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. 81 degrees. It's mostly cloudy over the park right now. There's a somewhat of a chance of rain later in the day, but I don't think that'll come in until after Ottumwa's long gone from here. Southwest wind at 5 miles an hour. Not much wind at all to speak of. Here's the 1-1. That one misses, and the count is 2-1 on Lindsay. Lindsay's a junior. So City High's got that powerful bat this season and next. The 2-1 pitch up high, 3-1. Lindsay will be followed by Ella Cook and Carrie Koenig. Top 3 in the order for the Little Hawks. 3 balls and a strike. Nickerson's pitch. Ground ball foul towards the City High dugout third base side. We're full at 3-2. The Bulldog defense, Ann Guest in left, Hannah Hazinga in center, Zoe Jones in right, Josie Lemons at third, Kaylee Bix at short, Ella Aller at second, Jillian Heaton at first, and Amber Schatz behind the plate for Casey Nickerson in the circle. 3-2 to the leadoff hitter, Ayanna Lindsay. The payoff pitch, high ball 4. And a leadoff walk is issued to start the game. That brings up the first baseman, Ella Cook. Cook hitting .429, 3 home runs, and 8 driven in. First pitch on the way. Runner goes, pitch downstairs, a throw down to second, not in time. Lindsay steals the base. And a 1-0 count on Cook. City High is going to get its hits. You've just got to limit them and hope your offense is on. The 1-0 pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. Ottumwa will play in 2 tournaments this year, the Solon tournament today and then the Ottumwa Classic next Friday. As there's a high drive deep to left but well foul. And the count 1-2. The Bulldogs certainly testing themselves in these tournaments. You've got number 4 City High and then a Solon team that I am surprised is not ranked. Next week, we've got Class 3A number 1 Davenport Assumption and then a Fairfield team that's in the top 10 in 4A. Those will be Ottumwa's 2 games in the Ottumwa Classic. There's a liner into right center for a base hit. 2 hops out to Hazinga, run around third on the way to the plate. The throw coming in, that's not in time. Thought for a moment it might get there, but it is an RBI single for Ella Cook. who takes second on the throw. Scoring is Lindsay, and City High leads 1-0. That'll bring up the catcher, Carrie Koenig. 476 hitter, 2 home runs, 10 driven in. Koenig, like her 2 previous teammates, a junior. First pitch. Popped it up. Not a lot of room behind home plate. Shots back for a look, but it's out of play and lands on the roof of the press box here for strike 1. No one won the count to the catcher for the Little Hawks. Runner at second, nobody out, a run home for Iowa City High here in the top of the first. The 1-1. On the outside, pardon me, the 0-1 on the outside corner, 0-2. Someone not going to be intimidated coming onto the field here, not when the Bulldogs have played number 1 for Dodge and split with them. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball right side, fielded by Aller. Throw to first in time. There's out number 1, as advancing to third is Cook. One down for Sydney Fellows, the left fielder. Fellows hitting an even 300 with a home run and 8 driven in. First senior in the batting order. Keep in mind, every single player who's a senior on either of these teams and any team playing in the state this summer, they are very glad that they were able to find a way to get back on the field this summer. Swing and a miss. Nickerson blows it by her for strike 1. City High has black jerseys. They say City across the front in white, trimmed in red. White numbers lower left, trimmed in red. White numbers trimmed in red on the back. Black pants with a red belt and red socks. Swing and a miss at a rise ball, 0-2. Ottumwa in the red jerseys with the white sleeves and shoulders. White lettering Ottumwa across the front. Gray numbers trimmed in white on the back of the red jersey. The gray pants and the red socks for OHS. A lot of red here today at Solon. The 0-2. Down and in. Got away from the catcher, but not too far away. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, runner at third, top of the first. City High leading 1-0. A walk, a stolen base. An RBI single. Runner went to second on the throw and a ground out so far. Nickerson's 1-2. A little bit low, 2-2. Casey has gone, after getting the first 2 strikes, she's gone down and in, down and away. Does she go back to the rise ball here, try to get her to swing through it as she did the first 2 pitches? The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. She did go back to the rise ball. That's strike 3, and that's out number 2. First strikeout for Nickerson, and the batter is the second baseman, Kelly Potter. Potter hitting .304, 5 home runs, 15 driven in. Another senior for City High. First pitch to the right-handed batter on the inside corner for a called strike. Symmetrical softball diamond here in Solon, 180 feet down each line, 210 feet to straightaway center. Fence is roughly 10 feet high all the way around. The 0-1. Fouled off to the right towards the Bulldog dugout, first base side, 0-2. Scoreboard beyond the fence, just to the left of straightaway center. The flagpole dead center beyond the fence. Flag not moving on that flagpole right now. Air's pretty still. 0-2, runner at third, 2 down. Nickerson would do well here if she could get out of here, only allowing 1 run the way this inning started. The 0-2 to Potter. Inside, 1-2. I could hear Casey's dad, Jim Nickerson, yell, yeah, on that pitch. He thought she had him, but we'll see another pitch here, 1-2. Casey rocks and delivers. Pop foul back to the screen. And we'll do it again, 1-2. Be all but impossible to get a foul ball into this press box. Too close to the screen too high. Now, a pop-up can drop between the screen and the press box, but I don't have my fisherman's net. Won't be able to get a ball. Don't think I'm allowed to this year anyway. Another 1-2 pitch. Popped it up on the infield. Who wants it? The second baseman, Aller, coming in towards the circle. Drops it. Everybody's safe, and it's 2-0. Oh, man. That is unfortunate, and that's a gift for City High, and City High is not a team you want to be gifting runs to. That brings up the shortstop, Brooke Borman, hitting .308 with a home run and 3 driven in. Senior right-handed batter, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Nickerson's only allowed 1 hit in the inning. That walk came back to haunt her to start the inning, and then the error bringing in the second run. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2-0 City High here in the top of the first, and the pitch. Pop foul right side, should be playable for Shots, the catcher, and she makes this catch to retire the side. City High gets 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 key error, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Iowa City High 2, with the Bulldogs coming up back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me lead though.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa comes to bat here in the Solon softball tournament, trailing Iowa City High 2-0, and the Bulldog lineup will see Ayanna Lindsay for the first time. She's made 5 starts, has a 1-2 record, a 2.85 ERA. City High is 8-2, and Ayanna has taken both of those losses. She's got to be more than 1-2. They've got 8 wins, and they only have 6 on their stats. Maybe she's 3-2. 27 innings pitched, opponents hitting .216 against her, 15 hits, 27 hits allowed, 15 runs, 11 earned. She's kind of wild. She's walked 16 and hit 3 batters. She has struck out 25, nearly a batter an inning. Ottumwa down 2-0. The walk, the stolen base, and the RBI single plating a run. Bulldogs should have only given up the 1, but a 2-out error let the second run score. Now Casey Nickerson will try to get back, or start getting it back, in the pitch. Ground ball, left side, past the diving shortstop into left center field, I should say, for a leadoff single. Well, Nickerson stays hot at the plate, and that'll bring up Kaylee Bix, the shortstop. The defense for City High, we have City Fellows in left, Elise Rios in center, Georgia Kim in right, Michaela Ribble at third, Brooke Borman at short, Kelly Potter at second, Ella Cook at first, Carrie Koenig behind the plate, and in the circle, Ayanna Lindsay. First pitch to Bix. Inside, ball 1. Got a 3-man umpiring crew today. That's always nice to see. 1-0 the count to Bix. The next offering. Outside, 2-0. Again, Lindsay can be a little bit wild. Comes in with 16 walks and 27 innings pitched. Nickerson at first. Nobody out, the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and again that's through for a base hit into center. Back-to-back singles to start the bottom of the first for Ottumwa. Nickerson stops at second, and here's Hannah Hazinga. Hazinga drove in a critical run last night in Game 1 of the doubleheader at Marshalltown. An RBI double in the 7th inning that gave Ottumwa an insurance run in a game they would win 4-2. Bulldogs then blew Marshalltown out 14-3 in the second game. Hannah digs in, open stance in that right-handed batter's box. First pitch, bunt shown, bunted it foul. And the count 0-1. Bulldogs hoping to get both runners into scoring position for Heaton on deck. Although I think any opposing coach, given Heaton's power, might consider walking her if first base was open. So we'll see how it's played. Third and second base have come in for City High. As this pitch, no sign of a bunt, but it's in there for a strike, and the count 0-2. Now, Ottumwa won't be bunting now, you wouldn't think. There have been some Ottumwa hitters over the years that have mastered that swinging bunt, including one of the coaches Right now, Olivia Rourke. That pitch, oh, that's called strike 3. I thought that was going to be called high, but Kazinga down on 3 pitches for out number 1. So here is Heaton. Jillian had a 3-run bomb in Game 2 against Marshalltown last night. And she could give Ottumwa the lead with 1 swing here. Those fences, no threat to her. First pitch from Lindsay. Fouled back behind the plate, 0-1. 2 on, 1 out. Bulldogs down 2-0, but a chance to get right back into it here. As time is called and the catcher Koenig goes out to talk to her pitcher. It seems to be a discussion as to what they want to throw here, and the home plate umpire walks out to remind them that they shouldn't be spending too much time chatting. I mean, in theory, they could be talking about what they'll do between games. They get a game off while Ottumwa will play Solon next. But more likely what pitch they want to throw to Heaton 0-1. It's on the way, and it's hitting the air foul off to the right out of play, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the first, Ottumwa down 2-0 early. Nickerson and Bix started this inning with singles. Huizinga struck out. Now the 0-2. Low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Heaton digs back in, looking for something she can drive. The 1-2. Chopper, that's a foul ball, third base side. It was fielded by Ribble over there. As far as her momentum took her into foul territory, Nickerson might have beaten the race back to the bag at third, but it ended up being a foul ball. Again, the 1-2. Downstairs, 2-2. Jillian usually a pretty good eye at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. High drive, right center field. This ball will fall just out of the reach of the center fielder up against the fence, but because it might have been caught, Nickerson had to hold it second, so the bases are loaded. It's just a long single for Heaton. They're loaded with 1 out for Josie Lemons. Lemons had the go-ahead 2-run single in Game 1 against Marshalltown last night. Boy, off the bat, I thought Heaton might have gotten all of it, and then the center fielder Rios is tracking it, but it was just out of her reach. First pitch here. In there for a strike, 0-1. Nickerson was tagging up. If that ball had been caught, she would have gone to third. Unfortunately, wasn't able to score. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Well, you got to find a way to make contact here. Bases loaded, 1 out. The 0-2 pitch. That's called strike 3. Josie thought it was outside, but that's the second out of the inning. And now the batter, Zoe Jones. Jones, the right fielder, stands in. City High had its middle infield in with 1 out, the bases loaded. Now they back up. The pitch. Over but low, ball 1. Well, we've seen the strikeouts. We know that Ayanna Lindsay's a strikeout pitcher. We haven't seen any of the walks yet, but a walk would mean a run here, so don't want to go chasing things. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Bulldogs with 3 singles in the inning, but bases loaded and 2 down. Need a key hit here from Zoe Jones to get on the board in the first inning, trailing 2-0. The 1-1. Ground ball slowly right side, up with it the first baseman Cook. She will win the race to the bag at first by a step. And the side is retired. No runs, 3 hits. The Bulldogs leave them loaded after an inning. Ottumwa down 2-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the second inning, Bulldog softball brought to you by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where they want to give you a smile that lasts a lifetime. Call today for an appointment. And by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. They're reopening soon with new upgrades to make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. Ottumwa trailing Iowa City High 2-0 here in the top of the second inning. It's another opportunity for Ottumwa after the scuffle to start the season to make a statement against a high-quality team. The Bulldogs currently ranked 10th in Class 5A. City High ranked 4th. When the regional pairings come out, you want to be in the top 8. If you're in the top 8, you get a top regional seed and home field advantage all the way to Fort Dodge. City High's in that position now. Ottumwa began the year ranked 5th, but fell to 11th after their 1-3 start. Michaela Ribble will lead it off for City High here in the second, and she takes a strike from Casey Nickerson, 0-1. Ribble, the third baseman. So the numbers on her here in a moment. She's hitting .364, a home run and 5 driven in. The 0-1. A little bit high, 1 ball, 1 strike. City High got 2 runs on a hit and an error in the top of the first. Ottumwa with 3 hits, but no runs in the bottom half. Casey's 1-1. Ground ball to short. Bix has it clean, takes her time, fires to first. Plenty of time, 1 down. That brings up Elise Rios, the center fielder. Rios hitting .250 with an RBI. Just a sophomore, the center fielder, left-handed batter digs in. Corner infielders creep in for Ottumwa here. First pitch. Fouled it straight back to the screen. Wondered if she might run up on it, but she just planted that back foot, took a healthy cut. 0-1. Iowa City High coach Jeff Koenig down at third base. Had a good talk with him before the game today. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Tried to hold up one around 0-2. He was excited to know that this game would be broadcast, and not only on the radio, but on the live video stream. And again, if you happen to be watching from City High, good to have you with us this morning. It's still this morning, I believe. Yep, only 11:22. The 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Quick turnaround for Ottumwa. And we were in Marshalltown last night. That's a long ride home, and then get up in the morning and come up to Solon. I know at least some of the teams and some of the players and their families stayed in Marshalltown last night. That pitch hit high in the air. It's a pop-up near second base. Bix drifting back, makes the catch. 2 down as Rios pops to short. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Libby France, a designated player. France 2 for 16 so far this season. Right-handed batter. I'm going to, it's just a guess, but I believe her grandparents are here. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Looks like City High got some of their new team gear today and was being handed out to the fans, and one older, or somewhat older gentleman took a red shirt with Friends number 10 on the back and put it on over the white T-shirt he was wearing. So my guess is that's a supporting grandfather. You love to see that. Pitch up and in to France, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Nickerson's pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt of Shots. And the count is 1-2. Nickerson trying to put together a 1-2-3 second inning after a couple of runs scored in the first. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball past the circle, charging his Bix, throws, got her. Kaylee Bix makes all 3 plays in a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Ottumwa down 2-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning here in Solon. Game 1 of 2 for Ottumwa today on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. The number 10 Bulldogs softball team trailing number 4 Iowa City High 2-0. OHS 7, 8, and 9 due up in the order, and guest Amber Schatz and Ella Aller. In some ways, City High and Ottumwa very similar when you look at their lineups. The top 4 or 5 in the lineup are some of the best hitters in the state. That pitch up high, ball 1. City High with a little better numbers hitting right now, but Ottumwa, a bunch of veterans back from last year, can be very formidable. And really, you look at the teams that are in the top 10 in Class 5A, you could say something similar about just about all of them, as Guest takes a strike 1-1. So the question in terms of who goes to state and who wins state might depend in large part on what teams are able to get out of the bottom part of their order. Ottumwa set the City High bottom part of the order down in order in the top half of this inning. Now the Bulldogs have 7, 8, and 9 due up, and Guest takes a strike 1-2. Amber Schatz and Ella Aller to follow. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, high, 2-2. And to finish the thought on the bottom part of the order for these teams, those kids obviously will get their hits when you play your conference opponents that aren't very good. But how the bottom of the order does against the quality competition go a long way to determining the winner at state this year. There's a little bloop, and the pitcher, Lindsay, ranging back into her right, makes the catch just in front of the second baseman, Potter, for out number 1. If that ball drops, Guest might have beaten it out, but it hung up there just long enough. Here's Amber Schatz, the Bulldog catcher. Amber digs in, black batting gloves, waves that black bat over her head, and the pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Someone down 2-0. They're out hitting City High 3-1. Bulldogs 3 singles, but left the bases loaded in the first inning. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. They're slightly shading Amber Schatz to pull this ball. There's a big gap in right center, and if the pitch is going to be on the outside corner, Amber should probably try to take it the other way. Here's the 0-2. That one inside pushed her off the plate, 1-2. Shots out of the box for a moment, now digs back in. Lindsay's 1-2 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. You could tell Amber was thinking about going the other way there. Still 1-2 with Ella Aller on deck. Lindsay puts the ball in the glove, winds and delivers. That one sails outside. We're even at 2-2. One out, nobody on. Bottom of the second. Ottumwa down a pair. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball out to short. Up with it is Borman. Throw to first in time, and there's 2 down. That brings up the freshman second baseman, Ella Aller. Ella would like to make amends a little bit after her error in the first inning allowed City High's second run to score. Get a base hit here, turn the lineup back over to Nickerson, who's been red hot this week. Maybe you launch a 2-out rally. First pitch. That's lifted in the air to right. It's shallow. Coming on and making the catch on the run is the right fielder, Georgia Kim, to retire the side. Bulldogs go in order. We've played 2. Ottumwa down 2-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Bulldogs softball, brought to you by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Call or stop in and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. And by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic on North 63 next to Walgreens for the ultimate Sonic experience. Top of the third inning. Iowa City High 2, Ottumwa nothing. Game 1 of the Solon tournament today. Top of the order due up for the Little Hawks, Lindsay, Cook, and Koenig. Ayanna Lindsay walked, stole a base, and scored the first run of the game. Bulldogs go a long way towards staying in this game by retiring Lindsay to start this third inning. Nickerson winds and delivers. Check swing went around. That's strike one. Fooled her on that one. Casey maybe borrowed a little trick from Ashton Brown there through the off-speed pitch. Now the 0-1. Off-speed, swing and a miss again, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Casey rocks and fires. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Lindsay gone on 3 pitches for out number 1, and that is strikeout number 2 for Casey Nickerson. Here's Ella Cook, RBI single and a run scored in the first inning. Tall batter, stands pretty much straight up and down, slightly open stance. First pitch driven deep but foul. Off to the left, over towards the third base dugout bullpen for strike 1. We said there's not a lot of foul territory behind home plate. There's a decent amount of foul territory between the dugouts and the baselines, and it stays the same all the way down to the corners. It doesn't taper off. The 0-1. Outside corner, strike 2. Well, Nickerson right now getting a little more locked in. 0-2, the count to Ella Cook. The pitch. Bounced it in there, 1-2. One out, nobody on top of the third. Ottumwa down 2-0. Nickerson trying to get through the top part of the order here and keep the deficit at 2. Bulldogs have the top of the order due up in the bottom of the third. The 1-2 pitch to Cook. Ground ball picked up at third cleanly by Lemons. Throw across the diamond in time, 2 down. Nice backhand play by Josie Lemons at third to rob Cook of a hit down the line. 2 away for the catcher, Carrie Koenig, who grounded to second her first time up. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors for City High. No runs, 3 hits, and an error for Ottumwa. Nickerson gets the sign from Schatz and the pitch. Down low, ball 1. Sun has come out here in Solon. I'd still call it partly cloudy, but sunshine on the field right now as the 1-0 is driven deep but foul off to the left out of play. About the 3rd or 4th time City High has had a home run distance drive, but well foul as they're getting out in front of Nickerson. Count even at a ball and a strike. Well, you know they've got a lot of power. As a team, City High has 18 home runs in 10 games. The 1-1. Off speed on the outside corner, strike 2 to Carrie Koenig. Nickerson trying to put together her second straight 1-2-3 inning. The 1-2. Off speed but sailed high, 2-2. Does Casey stay off speed? Does she come back with a rise ball? Here's the 2-2 pitch. Driven to center field. Hazinga going back, and that ball is gone. That one got too much of the plate. A solo home run for Carrie Koenig. It's 3-0 City High. Koenig's third of the year, her 11th RBI. That'll bring up the left fielder, Sydney Fellows, who struck out her first time up. Suppose when a team came in with 18 home runs in 10 games, you knew you might give one up. Solo home run, not the worst thing in the world, but Ottumwa's bat's going to have to get going, now down 3-0. First pitch, in there for a strike to Fellows, 0-1. Two out, nobody on, a run home, 3-0 City High as they bat here in the top of the third. The 0-1, fouled straight back, 0-2. Nickerson's gotten ahead of every hitter this inning, got the first two, but then gave up the home run to Koenig. Now 0-2 on Fellows. The pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1-2. Casey back to the rubber. And the 1-2 pitch. High fly, left side, foul territory, guessed a long run, but that lands over the fence out of play into the bullpen. And we stay at 1-2. And that ball got foul over that fence down there by about a foot. If it had been hit a little higher, that side fence there is shorter than the outfield fence. Guess could have reached over if it had been hit higher. She'd had a chance to get there. That pitch in the dirt, 2-2. But the ball wasn't hit high enough for Ann to get over to the fence before it fell out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, 3-0 City High, top third. Casey's pitch. Ground ball right back to the circle. Nickerson throws to first, and the inning is over. 1 run, 1 hit, the home run by Koenig. And nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third. Bulldogs down 3-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning, work to do for the Ottumwa offense. The 10th rated Bulldogs trail number 4 Iowa City High 3-0. Game 1 of the Solon tournament today. Top of the order for OHS, Nickerson, Bix, and Huizinga. Casey Nickerson singled her first time up. Bulldogs were unfortunate not to score in that first inning. They had first and second, nobody out. And the bases loaded with 1 out. As a line drive by Nickerson, but it's knocked down by the pitcher, Lindsay. Throw to first in time for the out. That was ticketed for center field, and Lindsay got enough leather on it to knock it down in the circle. Nickerson unfortunate to not be 2 for 2. That goes in the book as a ground out, but it was anything but. Here's Kaylee Bix. She singled her first time up. Ottumwa had first and second, 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Jillian Heaton hit a high drive to deep right center as Bix has that pitch hit her in the arm. And Ottumwa has a 1-out base runner. The ball was just out of the reach of the center fielder Rios, the one that Heaton hit. And because it looked like it might be caught, Nickerson was tagging at second. When it dropped and one-hopped the fence and it was picked up immediately, Nickerson could only reach third, and she was eventually stranded there. Bulldogs left him loaded. Huizinga struck out her first time up. City High thinks she might bunt here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 0-1 the count to the Bulldogs center fielder. next offering. The ball snap throw down to first, but Bix back in safely. 1 ball, 1 strike. His Engel will dig back in. Bix ready at first. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball slowly out to second, charging, throwing, and getting her by half a step was Potter, the second baseman. Huizinga out at first. Bix down to second. She's there with 2 down for Heaton. And if Jillian can drive one into the outfield away from the outfielders, Bix should be able to score. With 2 down, she'll be running on contact. First pitch to Heaton. Fouled straight back, 0-1. Mandy Moore clapping her hands in the third base coaching box, hoping her first baseman can come through and get Ottumwa on the board here. Bix at second with 2 down here, bottom of the third. Ottumwa down 3-0. The pitch. Breaking ball stayed high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Heaton digs back in. Pitch on the way. And a little flare out to the right and onto the outfield grass. The second baseman Potter makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a hit batter and a runner left. After 3, Ottumwa down 3-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the 4th inning, Bulldog softball brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today, check out the awesome showroom, and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces. Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. By Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. And by the Ottumwa Community School District, where they are proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. Top of the 4th, Ottumwa trailing City High 3-0 here in Solon. Kelly Potter, Brooke Borman, Michaela Ribble due up against Casey Nickerson. That ball lined foul down the left field line by Potter for strike 1. Potter hit a pop-up in the first inning that was dropped for an error, and that allowed the second run for the Little Hawks to score. City High, 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Ottumwa, no run, 3 hits, 1 error. All 3 Ottumwa hits were in the first inning. Nickerson's 0-1. Downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Potter. Casey's next offering. Grounded foul, third base side. And the count goes to 1-2. Nickerson has struck out 2. She's walked 1. That walk ended up being one of the runs in the first inning, as the 1-2 pitch is lined into center field for a base hit. Huizinga will get it back in quickly and hold Potter to a leadoff single. That time Nickerson's off-speed pitch kind of hung up, got too much of the plate. Here's Brooke Borman, who fouled out to the catcher's shots her first time up. Right-handed hitting shortstop stands in. Casey winds and delivers. Bunt shown. Bunted in the air. Caught by Nickerson. Throw back to first. That's a double play. That ball bunted too hard. And Potter got too far off of first. Aller alertly covering second. So Borman retired F1. And Potter retired 1-4 in the scorebook, 2 down. And the batter, Michaela Ribble, a ground ball to short, her first time up. That's one way to snuff out a potential rally. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. After this game, Ottumwa plays Solon in the second game of the triangular. As this pitch is fouled straight back 0-2. And the Bulldogs return home. They'll take on Des Moines East on Monday at 5 at Houston Field. A doubleheader. We'll have it here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Wednesday, Bulldogs softball's at Des Moines Roosevelt. Thursday, hosting Des Moines Lincoln. Friday, hosting the Ottumwa Classic. We'll have baseball at Roosevelt on Wednesday, then softball Thursday and Friday. Here's the 0-2. Down and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. In a normal year, the Ottumwa Classic would be 2 days, but even if this year had been not affected by COVID-19, it would only be a 1-day classic because the Saturday next weekend is the 4th of July. The 1-2. Swing and a foul tip. Did she not foul tip it? Well, I thought I heard a foul tip, but the umpire said it hit the dirt clean, throw down to first, complete the strikeout. The inning is over, and Nickerson will take it. No runs, 1 hit, but a double play, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Bulldogs down 3-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Ottumwa High softball here at Solon today, trailing Iowa City High 3-0. Josie Lemons will lead it off. As the sun comes back out and Lemons takes a strike 0-1. Josie called out on strikes her first time up. Ayanna Lindsay has allowed 3 hits and has hit a batter in 3 innings of work. She's struck out 2. As this pitch is another strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Those 2 strikeouts came in the first inning. The first one came first and second, nobody out. The second one came with bases loaded, 1 out. And they contributed to Ottumwa not getting on the board. The 0-2, high and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Josie Lemons. Lemons to be followed by Zoe Jones and Ann Guest. Now the 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. Each team now with 3 hits, but City High the only team with runs on the board. Ottumwa down 3-0. The 2-2. Fouled back as Lemon stays alive at 2-2. Mandy Moore coaching at third, Olivia Rourke at first. And now City High pitcher Ayanna Lindsay wants a new softball, and it'll be given to her from the dugout. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Down and in, 3-2. See if Lemons can get on to start the bottom of the 4th inning. And if Ottumwa can get a rally going from the bottom half of the order. The 3-2. Line foul softly off to the right. We'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kind of a humid day, but when the breeze bothers to kick up, it's pretty pleasant out there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. A little looper, but right to the second baseman, Potter, for out number 1. Soft line drive. Ottumwa's trying to go the other way. They're seeing what I'm seeing. The center fielder's just a couple steps over towards left center, and that's Rios, and the right fielder, Kim, over towards the line. You've got a gap in right center. If you could hit a line drive hard enough, get it out there, that could be extra bases. Zoe Jones, a ground ball to first, her first time up. First pitch here. Shows bunt, bunts it rolls behind the plate, foul, strike one. Tried to catch City High off guard there, not a bad idea, but couldn't get it down fair. And now second and third creep in a little bit for City High. Zoe chokes up on the bat with those red batting gloves. Here's the pitch. Ground ball past the third baseman, fielded deep in the hole. No play, it short for Borman. An infield hit for Zoe Jones. And the Bulldogs have their first hit since the first inning. That brings up Ann Guest, who popped up to the pitcher, Lindsay, her first time up. Really more of a flare over the circle that Lindsay ran back and caught. And if it had been another couple inches out of her reach, Ann might have had an infield hit. 1 on, 1 out. And the pitch. High chopper to short. They'll go to second, get one, relay to first, not in time. So now Guest at first, replacing Jones, who's out on the fielder's choice, 6-4. And the batter, Amber Schatz, who grounded to short her first time up. If you're Schatz, you at least want to get on base here, get the number 9 hitter Allard to the plate, and you can turn the lineup over. The pitch. There's a drive to center field, pretty well hit. Going back, reels over her head. That's going to roll all the way to the fence. Guest around second. On her way to third. They'll have to hold her at third. The throw comes all the way into third. It's a double for Amber Schatz. And the Bulldogs have 2 in scoring position for Ella Allard with 2 down. Allard flew to right her first time up. Should get a courtesy runner here for Schatz. Let's see who Mandy Moore has in mind here in the 4th inning. That'll be Madeline Hauk running at second as the courtesy runner. And now Allard with a chance to get Ottumwa back into the game. A base hit could score 2. Ottumwa down 3-0. But as we said, if you can get production out of the bottom half of your order, even just one time through, if they find a way to get a run or two for you, that could be a big difference. First pitch to the freshman. Ground ball up the middle, deflected, fielded by the second baseman, throw to first, just in time. Oh, man, Ella gave it all she had, hit the bag, then fell down. That play will go in the book 1-4-3. It was slowed down by the pitcher, Lindsay. The second baseman, Potter, picked it up near the bag and threw to first just in time. I wonder if that gets through clean past the pitcher, if it's into the outfield, but not to be for Ottumwa. As they go, no runs, 2 hits and 2 left, and after 4, Bulldogs down 3-0, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the 5th inning here in Solon, Ottumwa trailing Iowa City High 3-0. Bulldog softball brought to you by Cold Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa, by the Train Depot, good quality gourmet food selections, and by Family First Chiropractic, where their goal is to get your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for life. Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa. City High 3, Ottumwa 0. 8-9-1 due up for the Little Hawks, beginning with Elise Rios, the center fielder, who popped out to short her first time up. Left-handed batter. Casey Nickerson's pitch. Bunted at and missed. Strike 1. Ottumwa out hitting City High 5-3, but City High has made their hits count. They have an RBI single from Ella Cook. That pitch blown away 1-1. They have a Their second run scored on an error with 2 out. That one, the frustrating one for Ottumwa. Then the third run was a solo home run by Kerry Koenig. Outside of that, Casey Nickerson has pitched a good ball game. The 1-1. Roller out to second. Aller has it. Quick throw to first for out number 1. That brings up Libby France, a designated player. Ground ball to short, her first time up. France in the number 9 spot. Just a sophomore. First pitch from Nickerson. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. France hits out of an open stance as this pitch on the inside corner, strike 2. 0-2 the count to the designated player for the Little Hawks. Casey's pitch. Ground ball slowly up the third base line, and Lemons will let it roll foul wisely. Still 0-2. I think Casey wants a new softball here after that foul ball. That'll come from the dugout again. Part of the COVID-19 guidelines. All the softballs for either team are kept in their respective dugouts. And they're all sanitized. Still 0-2 to Libby France. Nickerson winds and delivers. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nickerson returns to the rubber. The senior is 1-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3, 2 down. Strikeout number 3 for Casey Nickerson. Pardon me, strikeout number 4. Ayanna Lindsay walked, stole a base, and scored in the first. Called out on strikes in the third. 0 for 1. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch here, 0-1. Casey looks in, brings it home. On the outside corner, strike 2. Oh and 2, pitcher to pitcher. Nickerson trying to put together a 1-2-3 fifth. The pitch, a little bit outside with the off-speed pitch, 1-2. Casey only has one of the 1-2-3 innings in this game, although she did only face 3 batters in the fourth. As that pitch hit on a hop out to short, throw to first by Bix, in time, and the side retired in order for the second time. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Ottumwa still down 3-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Several changes here for City High. Let's see, Kerry Koenig is now playing third base. She was catching. The pitcher, Ayanna Lindsay, has moved to shortstop. The first baseman, Ella Cook, is now pitching. The second baseman, Kelly Potter, is now catching. And the third baseman, Michaela Ribble, is now playing second base. Over at first base is the shortstop, Brooke Borman. I think they had a fire drill there in the infield. They moved everybody around. So Ella Cook now pitching. Cook making her 6th appearance. She's made 3 starts. She's 5-0 with a 2.67 ERA. 21 hits allowed, 9 runs, 8 earned, 8 walks, 21 strikeouts. So let's get all the changes here. The starting pitcher, Lindsay's now at short. The shortstop, Borman, went to first. First baseman, Cook, went to the circle. The catcher, Koenig, went to third. The third baseman, Ribble, went to second. The second baseman, Potter, went behind the plate. And I don't know if we have any changes in the outfield or not. The home plate umpire had gone over to the Ottumwa dugout and scored to run down all the changes here. I think Sidney Fellows is still in left for City High. I think Rios is still in center. And Georgia Kim may still be in right as a ground ball. Oh, man, Casey Nickerson hit a shot on the ground up the middle. It hit the foot of Ella Cook and stayed right there, and Cook threw to first for out number 1. That is the second time in as many at-bats that Nickerson has hammered it up the middle and had nothing to show for it because the pitcher was able to knock it down, although it was Lindsay in the third inning who knocked it down with her glove. This time Cook stopped it with her foot, and her head coach, Jeff Koenig, out to check on her. And she's smiling. She says she's okay. Nickerson now 1 for 3. The way she's hit the ball, she should be 3 for 3. Now that brings up Kaylee Bix, who's 1 for 1. She's singled, and she's been hit by a pitch. Ottumwa down 3-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Start to get a sense of urgency here as Bulldogs only have 3 innings left. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. The next offering swung on and missed, and Bix down to the count 0-2. Kaylee digs back in. The 0-2. Way high and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out, nobody on, bottom 5, Ottumwa down 3. The pitch, bounced it in there, 2-2. Cook tried to go off speed, but didn't get it to the plate on the fly. Now the 2-2. Pop foul back and out of play. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
We don't pay as much as Iowa City or Cedar Rapids, so you're not going to ever pull any subs away from you. Just simply because.
Get you the line on the starting pitcher, Lindsay, here in a moment. That pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. And that's out number 2 as Bix is retired. The batter, Hannah Huizinga, who's 0 for 2. Ayanna Lindsay went 4 innings, allowed no runs on 5 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. And if you're into counting pitches, she threw 52 of them. Hannah digs in, 0 for 2, looking for her first hit of the day. The pitch. Downstairs, ball 1. Just get on base in front of Heaton, and you know Heaton can change a game with 1 swing. Give her a chance with a runner on base, you can make it a 1-run game. That pitch outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to the Bulldogs center fielder. The wind by Cook and the pitch. Ground ball out to short, fielded by Lindsay. Throw to first in time, and Ottumwa goes in order in the 5th inning. We're headed to the 6th. Ottumwa still down 3-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, Cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the 6th inning. Getting late for Ottumwa in their first game of the day here in the Solon tournament. They trail Iowa City High 3-0. Casey Nickerson overall has pitched a pretty good ball game against one of the best hitting teams in the state. She's limited them to 3 hits. One of the 3 runs allowed was unearned. A dropped pop-up with a runner at 3rd and 2 down back in the first inning. Just a couple of little things have cost Nickerson here. She walked the leadoff hitter to start the game, and that ended up turning into a run. Again, that second run scoring on the air. And then the only other run was the solo home run by Carrie Koenig in the 3rd inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up here for City High: Cook, Koenig, and Fellows. First pitch to Cook, fouled off to the right out of play, 0-1. Ella Cook singled, drove in a run, and scored in the first inning. Grounded to 3rd in the 3rd. Nickerson takes a moment to walk to the back of the circle, now toes the rubber once again. The 0-1. Grounded up the middle, base hit. That's got to frustrate Casey. I mean, that would have been a tough ball to get a glove on there, but I say Casey's frustrated by the ball going by her because her last 2 times up, she's hit rocket shots up the middle that the pitchers have knocked down, turned into outs. Here's Koenig, who grounded to 2nd in the first inning, hit the solo home run in the 3rd. Nickerson shakes off the sign, and time called at the plate. Now the wind and the pitch. On the outside corner for a called strike. 0-1 the count. The next offering. Outside corner strike again, 0-2. One reason Casey's been able to keep Ottumwa in this game is after that opening walk, she hasn't walked anybody else, and she's routinely been ahead of these City High hitters. Now the 0-2. In the dirt, good stop by Schatz. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Koenig digs back in, obviously a very tough out. And the 1-2. Chop foul off to the right. We'll do it again at 1-2. Koenig's only struck out twice all season. One ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Poked foul back to the right. Koenig stays alive. Runner on first, nobody down. Top of the 6th. Ottumwa down 3-0. Nickerson knows she's got to pitch around that leadoff single, keep Ottumwa within 3. Here's the 1-2. Over but low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cook the runner at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got her for out number 1. Big strikeout of a tough hitter. Strikeout number 5 for Nickerson. Sydney Fellows has struck out and grounded back to the circle, 0 for 2. First pitch. Inside, got out of the glove of the catcher. Schatz. Down to second goes Cook. That is a passed ball. That pitch was off the plate, but not anywhere near the dirt. Now a 1-0 for Fellows. Nickerson's next pitch pops out of the glove of Schatz again. That pitch was high, another passed ball. 2-0, and all of a sudden City High has a runner at third and only 1 out. Ottumwa might have to bring the infield in, although Aller still back at second. Bix about halfway at short. Corner infielders are in, but that's where they normally play. The 2-0. Outside corner strike, 2-1. Nickerson could use another strikeout right here. The 2-1. Grounded over the circle. Nice play on the short hop by Bix. Throw to first in time for the out, but the run scores. It's 4-0. A high chopper. When it was first hit, it was headed up the middle. I thought if that goes to Nickerson, either the runner will hold to third or she'll get thrown out at the plate. But that ball hopped way over Casey's head, and then Bix, a really nice play in front of the bag at second to pick up that short hop. Fellows gets the RBI. Cook scores 4-0. Nobody on base. 2 down. Kelly Potter is 1 for 2 with a single. And a ground ball left side past Kaylee Bix into the hole into left field for a 2-out single. That'll bring a Brooke Borman, who was fouled out to the catcher and popped out to the pitcher, 0 for 2. Those of you scoring at home, and if you are, good for you. As of now, Ella Cook's run in this inning is unearned because of the 2 passed balls. She would have only been at first base when that chopper was hit. You assume that they wouldn't have had a play on her at second on that play. Then that single right now, without those passed balls, Cook would be on third. So another hit here by City High would make the run an earned run, but right now it's unearned. We do get a courtesy runner here for Potter, who's now catching. Okay, it's number 12 for City High. So that is Lauren Varro, the courtesy runner at first. This pitch popped up right side. Nobody's going to be able to get there. Lands near the Ottumwa on deck circle for strike 1. So Varro, the runner at first with 2 down for City High. Count is 0-1 to Brooke Borman. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Casey's pitch. A little bit high and outside, 1-2. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for City High. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Ottumwa. The 1-2. Line fair down the third base line. Guest will get it back in quickly and hold it to a 2-out single. Well, that'll make it an earned run in this inning. And 2 on, 2 out for Michaela Ribble, who is grounded out and struck out 0 for 2. Ottumwa already down 4 runs, and if City High gets another hit or 2 here, they could break this one wide open. Nickerson winds and delivers, and a swing and a miss by Ribble, 0-1. Had a single, a strikeout, 2 passed balls, an RBI ground out, and now back-to-back singles. The 0-1. In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ottumwa hasn't scored. They've had 2 chances. They had first and second, nobody out, then bases loaded, 1 out in the first inning, didn't score. As the 1-1 is high, 2-1. Then Ottumwa had second and third with 2 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And a ground ball up the middle, deflected by the pitcher and then fielded by the second baseman, threw out the runner at first. Ball hadn't been deflected and might have gotten through for a 2-run hit. Popped it up left side, back is Bix, but in is Guest, and will make the catch. And the side is retired, but City High gets a run on 3 hits. They leave 2. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bulldogs work to do. They're down 4-0, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the sixth inning. Ottumwa here in Solon, trailing Iowa City High 4-0, the number 4 team in the state, leading the number 10 Bulldogs. Jillian Heaton, Josie Lemons, and Zoe Jones. Heaton has singled and has popped out 1 for 2. And you wish you weren't leading off with your best power hitter, but that's where Ottumwa is right now. If Heaton gets on base, I would presume she would be pinch hit for here in this inning, or pinch run for. Not going to pinch hit for her. The pitch from Ella Cook, inside, ball 1. Cook had a 1-2-3 inning in her first inning of relief last inning. She came on with a 3-run lead as that pitch inside 2-0. So if City High keeps the lead and wins this game, Cook would actually get a save. Ottumwa would like to hand her a blown save, the 2-0. Way outside 3-0. And as nice as it would be for Heaton to hit one out of the park right now, you're down 4 runs. If you draw a walk, get you a base runner. Here's the 3-0. Heaton taking all the way. That's a strike, 3-1. Sluggers count for Heaton, the 3-1. Ground ball to short. Hit it right at Ribble. Throw to first, out number 1. I think that pitch was a little higher than Jillian would have liked in hindsight. I'm going to get a pinch hitter here for Josie Lemons. Jordan Pauls will stand in. Paul's had a couple of RBIs starting as the designated player against Ames on Wednesday. First at bat today, lines it down the right field line, but it's twisting foul. That was a pretty good swing, 0-1. Paul's just a freshman. Has some good pop in that bat. Down in the count, 0-1. The pitch from Cook. Inside and low, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Ottumwa down 4-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. The wind by Cook and the pitch. Outside corner strike, 1-2. Zoe Jones on deck. The pitch, swing and a miss. Fooled her with a changeup. It was in the dirt, but the throw down to first to complete the putout for out number 2. So Jones will bat 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch from Cook. Popped up right side shallow. In comes the right fielder Kim to make the catch, and Ottumwa goes quickly here in the 6th inning. We head for the 7th. Bulldogs still down 4-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Old Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made-in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the 7th inning, Bulldog softball brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. And by River Hills Community Health Center with locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They've been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. Iowa City High 4, Ottumwa 0 as the Little Hawks bat in the top of the 7th. Elise Rios, the center fielder, leads it off 0 for 2. It's a high fly ball to right, going back and having it bounce out of her glove is Jones. On her way to second is Rios, and that has to go in the book as an error. Zoe Jones was there. It went in and out of the glove. And that's the second time it's happened to an Ottumwa player in this game. Ottumwa has just made a few too many mistakes at the wrong times today. City High will have a pinch hitter in the designated player spot. This will be Mia McDonald, a junior. McDonald, according to the stats, is about to get her first at-bat of the season. So she'll bat for City High with the runner at second, nobody out. Nickerson trying to pitch around the leadoff air. First pitch. Bunt shown, bunted. That went back off the umpire's mask. He's okay. And it is strike one. 0-1 the count to McDonald, the pinch hitter. See if the bunt's still on for City High. Not bunting, swing and a miss, 0-2. Nickerson could use the strikeout here at the top of the order, due up. Casey Wines in the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. McDonald down on 3 pitches for out number 1. Strikeout number 6 for Nickerson. Here's Ayanna Lindsay, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Lindsay digs back into that right-handed batter's box. The 0-1. A little bit high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rios, the runner at second with 1 out. She reached on the air. And the 0-1 lifted to shallow center. Out is Bix. In is Huizinga. The ball drops. Huizinga picks it up, throws to third. The tag not in time. Boy, that play was closer than I thought it would be. And on the play, Lindsay goes to second. It's a bloop single. And you say, why wouldn't you throw to second? I'll tell you something right now. If Hannah had thrown the ball to second and kept runners on first and third, Lindsay probably would have stolen second base on the next pitch. So now second and third, 1 out. Ella Cook, the batter, 2 for 3, 2 singles, an RBI, and a run. The pitch. Low, ball 1. Again, this inning started with an error. Should be 2 out and a runner on first. And maybe Lindsay stealing second, but there still should be 2 down. And now a ground ball to short. Bix has only played a first. Runners advance on the throw. The run scores, an RBI for Cook. It is 5-0. That's an unearned run. And the batter, Kerry Koenig, who's 1 for 3 with a home run. Here's the 1-0. Rolled slowly foul right side, 0-1. You analyze this game from 30,000 feet, as the saying goes. Ottumwa's not that far off from City High. But the Bulldogs have made a few key mistakes that have led to runs, extra runs. Here's the 0-1. Down low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. And Ottumwa also has failed to convert their opportunities. It's not like Ottumwa's been completely shut down in this game. They have 5 hits. They've had scoring chances, just have not converted. The 1-1. Ground ball fielded by Nickerson in the circle. Throw to first in the inning is over. City High gets a run on a hit and an error. They leave 1. Last chance for the Bulldogs in their first game. They need 5 to tie, 6 to win. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for Ottumwa here in their opener in Solon. They trail Iowa City High now 5-0. And the bottom third in the order due up. So this feels like a little bit of a long shot, unfortunately. But you know what? Get a couple runners on the bottom part of the order, then you wrap back around to the top. Nickerson, Bix, Hazinga, Heaton. You get to Heaton, you're looking at a chance. And there's a drive to right center by Guest. That's down and rolling all the way to the fence and around first, and she'll hold on as they were playing a no-doubles defense, and the center fielder, Rios, gets it back in quickly. But there's a good start. Ann Guest with a ringing shot to right center. And the batter, Amber Schatz. Schatz cracked a double to the fence in center field her last time up. She's 1 for 2. Now there's 1 base runner. See if we can get another one. The pitch. Ground ball left side sharply. That is knocked down by Lindsay, the shortstop, but she's got no play. Base hit for Amber Schatz. 2 on, nobody out. Should get a courtesy runner here for Schatz. I imagine it'll be Madeline Hauk again. And now Mandy Moore tells the umpire, yes, number 7 coming in to be the courtesy runner. First and second, Ella Allar. She flied out to shallow right her first time up. Her last time up, hit a ground ball up the middle, deflected by the pitcher, picked up by the second baseman, thrown out at first, 1-4-3. In a closer game, this might be a bunting situation. I don't know if you're bunting down 5-0 in the 7th. Outs are too precious, you would think. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Now, if you had a great bunter, someone who's adept at bunting for a hit, then it might be in play, but it's not what you would expect. The 0-1. That's hit in the air. It's an infield pop, infield fly. Batter is out. Catch made by the second baseman, Ribble, for out number 1. We're back to the top of the order. Nickerson and then Bix due up. And if you're trying to run the math here, you need 2 more base runners to get the tying run up. And with 1 out, you get 2 of the next 3 hitters on, you get to Heaton. The pitch. In the dirt, good job by Nickerson to lay off the changeup, ball 1. And Ottumwa right now wouldn't care if they got him on by hit, walk, hit batter, error. Bank error in your favor. It's a Monopoly joke. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Each team now with 7 hits. If Ottumwa doesn't score this inning, they lose 5-0, you'll say, oh, man, they were kind of dominated. That has not really been the case. The 2-0. That's low, 3-0, and I bet you Nickerson taking all the way now. Bix on deck. The 3-0. Way outside, ball 4. Don't look now, but the bases are loaded with only 1 out. And here's Kaylee Bix. And Bix, who hit 9 home runs a year ago, still really hasn't gotten into the groove yet this year. She's 1 for 2. She's single. She's been hit by a pitch. The pitch. Way outside, ball 1. That's 5 straight pitches out of the zone by Ella Cook. Boy, how important was that unearned run in the top of the 7th, perhaps? If Bix were to go yard right here, it'd be a 1-run game. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, and Kaylee may be a little anxious there. Dog at every base, 1 out as Ottumwa tries to rally in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch. Rolled up the first baseline foul, and the count 1-2. I don't want to put too much emphasis on Jillian Heaton, who's in the hole right now. But you know she's got that game-changing ability. Ottumwa's got to get one more base run of her to have a chance. Pitch in the dirt. Count evens, 2-2. You've got 1 out, bases loaded, and you're down 5. Right now, Hannah Hazinga is the tying run on deck. The 2-2. Ground ball back to the circle. They'll throw home for 1. Won't make a relay, so now Ottumwa down to its final out. Guest retired at home, 1-2. Hauk to third. Nickerson to second. Bix on at first. And the batter, Hannah Hazinga, who's 0 for 3. A strikeout and 2 groundouts. And now Hannah's got to get on. The tying run is now Heaton on deck. First pitch to Hannah. Inside, ball 1. Take a walk right here. 2 singles, a pop out, a walk, a fielder's choice. Bases loaded, 2 down, the 1-0. Ground ball to third, off the third baseman's shoulder. It rolls the middle of the infield. Everybody's safe. It's 5-1. And guess who's coming up? That is a critical error. Ottumwa finally gets on the board. Hauk scores. It's an unearned run. Nickerson to third, Bix to second. And here's Heaton. 1 for 3. Tying run at the plate. Lined up the middle, base hit. 1 run is in. Around third on her way home is Bix. She will score without a throw. 2-run single, Jillian Heaton. And it's 5-3. 2 runs batted in, not the game-tying home run I was really hoping for, but the tying runs are on base, and now you've got to put a runner in there for Heaton, you would think. Hazinga at second, Heaton at first, but Mandy Moore talking to the home plate umpire. Josie Lemons is the batter. And the runner for Heaton will be Carly Wynn. So Wynn, the tying run at first. Hazinga's at second. That error kept this inning going. And by the way, Josie Lemons, who has some power of her own, is the winning run. First pitch. Grounded up the middle, base hit. Hannah around third on her way home. The throw will come into the circle. It's an RBI single for Josie Lemons. It is 5-4. Tying run at second, winning run at first. Zoe Jones, the batter. Time called as Iowa City High coach Jeff Koenig wants to talk to his pitcher in his infield. All right, first off, this is a great rally for Ottumwa. And after they had a few mistakes earlier in the game, they've taken full advantage of Iowa City High's mistake with that 2-out error. But if Ottumwa drops this game 5-4, and hopefully that's not the case, boy, that last error in that 7th inning that led to that 5th run, that's right now gigantic. But a base hit here could win the game. You got good speed with Wynn out at second. And the outfield for City High, they're still playing deep. I mean, a base hit to the outfield could tie this game. The pitch shows bunt. Pulled the bat back, took a strike. Jones, a 9th batter in the inning. I guess they still want to play that no doubles out in the outfield with the winning run at first. Here's the 1-0. Line into right. Oh, caught by the first baseman, and the game is over. I thought that ball was getting down in right field, and that would have tied the game, but the first baseman, Borman, reaching out with the backhand stab to rob Ottumwa of a game-tying hit. City High wins it 5-4, and now the two teams have played a great ball game, and instead of the usual handshakes, you can't do that this year, they both stop and wave to each other. And that's how we end an exciting first game of the day here in Solon. Ottumwa gets 4 runs, but they fall 5-4 to Iowa City High. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the Game 1 totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Your Ottumwa Bulldogs nearly launched the mother of all comebacks in the bottom of the 7th against Iowa City High. They trailed 5-0. They end up losing the game 5-4 in the final out A line drive caught at first. If it gets into right field, it probably ties the game. For City High, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 4 on base. The winning pitcher, Ayanna Lindsay, 4-2. Ella Cook does get the save, even though she gave up the 4 runs that were, by the way, all unearned in the bottom of the 7th inning. She came on with a 3-0 lead. For Ottumwa, 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, 8 left on base. Casey Nickerson, a tough luck loss, 2-4. Only 3 of the 5 runs she gave up were earned. The ball game took 1 hour and 34 minutes to complete. Ottumwa falls to 5-5. City High improves to 9-2. All right, they are preparing the field for Game 2. Ottumwa will take on the host team, Solon. We'll be back here in just a little while to bring you that second game. Should start right around 1 o'clock. In the meantime, on the radio side, we'll take another 3-minute timeout, and then Brandon Drew back at the KBIZ studios is preparing a Radio Iowa news update and a Radio Iowa sports update for you. On the video side, we'll let you check in with a few more of the wonderful sponsors that help us bring you Bulldog softball and baseball this summer, and then we'll get the stream going once again just before we get Game 2 underway. So we'll be back in just a little while for Ottumwa and Solon, the Bulldogs' second and final game at the Solon tournament this afternoon. So keep it right here. We're back in a little while for Game 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You are a player, cheerleader, or coach. Your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to